So before we start, make sure that you have your device, of course, a USB Type-C cable to whatever, either USB Type-A or C. Make sure to have a card reader as well, and you're going to need a computer. So before we start, if your device straight off the box, if your device straight off the box is in another language and you want to change it to English, use these two buttons or these to navigate down. So you can just do that. Press on this button to toggle. And then as it is, just leave it as it is there and just toggle until it's in English. Okay, once in English, you can press this button to go back. And now we're going to connect the device to the computer so we can back up the current firmware and then install Crosspoint onto the device. I'm going to now transition over to my laptop. Okay, I have my laptop with me. So you're just going to get the cable, just plug it in, and then go ahead and then connect it to your device, just like so. And yeah, I'm now going to transition over to my screen. Okay, so I'm on the site, which is where we're going to flash the Crosspoint firmware. So before we do that, make sure that your device is on and plugged into your computer. And whatever you do, make sure that your device does not turn off. So before we do anything, what we want to do is save the current firmware. This is optional, by the way, you don't have to do this. But in my case, I'm not going to back it up. I'm just going to flash Crosspoint. So on my laptop, I'm currently running Pop OS, which is a Linux operating system. So if you attempt to save full flash and your device isn't being recognized, disconnect your device, right? And then you're gonna open your command prompt and type in this command, sudo usermod -a space -g dial out and then user. This is gonna be in the description. And then after that, just enter your password, and then just exit, and then plug your device back in. Once the device is back in, just press that. Make sure that your device is on, and then just click on connect, and then it should be connected. And this is now backing up, but I didn't want to back it up, so I'm just going to disconnect it and plug it back in, refresh the page. So you're going to click on the save full flash. This is going to back your entire system. And then as you saw there, it will just take a few moments, probably like 20 minutes or less. And then once that's done, you just save on your device. And then once you're ready, you scroll down and then click on Flash Crosspoint Firmware. Just click on it once. Make sure your device is on. Click and connect. And then this should take a few minutes. Okay, once your device has been fully flashed, all you need to do now is just disconnect it from your computer or laptop. And now I'm going to transition over to the xteink itself to show you how to reset the device. Okay, so now your device has been flashed with Crosspoint. What you want to do is hold this button down, and then you're going to hold the power button. So first push the reset button, and then hold the power button for at least 3 seconds. So just keep holding it, and then pretty sure that's it. Then all you have to do is just hold that, the power button, and then boom, you're in cross point. Easy as that. Same mode, like layout. This is to move down, this is to move up. Same as these as well. And then select and so on and so forth. So what we're gonna first do is I'm gonna show you how to add wallpaper. So like when you put your device to sleep, it will display an image which you've saved. So before we do that, we're gonna go down to settings and then just scroll down just here, sleep screen, and then just toggle until it says custom. You're gonna go back, make sure your device is turned off. So like put it into sleep mode. And now we're gonna safely eject the SD card when this is in sleep mode. Yeah, it's in sleep mode. We're gonna eject the SD card out. And now this is where the SD card to USB comes in. So we're just gonna insert it. Now we're gonna plug this back into our computer or laptop. Okay, I'm now on my computer and I'm gonna now insert the USB to my laptop. So that's in. For now, make sure I can just go into my files. There's my USB. So we're gonna create two folders. One of the folders is gonna be sleep. This is where we're gonna store the images for the sleep screen. Then the other is gonna be books. So we're gonna store all our books. So I can just close that off. So this is gonna be one of the other sites. This link is gonna be down in the description here. So you just go on the site, find whatever image that you like. Just have a look. Might go for Batman and Robin. So you can just go ahead and click on download, save whatever. So sleep. Make sure to rename it and make sure it's in this file format, BMP. I don't know what it stands for, but yeah. So I'm gonna say Batman Robin.bmp and save that. And then yeah, but then before we go ahead and check this out, I'm gonna show you how to get books. So this is one of the websites which I've been using. This is called Project Gutenberg. It has free books. Like you're just gonna have to like find whatever you see, like whatever catches your attention. Romeo and Juliet. So you just search for your book, go with this, and make sure to select the EPUB, no images. This is the file format that you want. So then you just click on it. Make sure to save it in your books folder, right? And make sure to give it a proper name, like Romeo and Juliet. That's like that. And now you've got your book and you've got your cover image. One more thing, if you want to convert this to XTC, this is the site that you want to be on. I want to have this in the description as well. So all you're going to do is grab your book, drag it over here, like so. Okay, so I'm going to re-download the book. Let me save it into my downloads. Go back here. So you're just going to drag your book. Okay, so you're going to drag your book over like so. Make sure the xteink X4 is selected. You can change to different orientations if you want this to be now landscape or portrait but upside down and so on. And then your font face is basically your font for the book. So if I show you here, you can change it. I like Roboto personally. Have it as Roboto. The text align, I like mine in the center. And if you just see, you can see the changes being made like real time. If nothing happens, just click on the refresh button over here. And you can change your word spacing and your hyphenations and all that. I Affiliation to just be English UK. And yeah, once you've played around with all the settings, all you have to do is just export to XTC, like so. Let it finish and then just save it to your books. And then boom, that's it, done. Safely eject your card. Yep. And now I'm going to transition over to the device itself. Okay, now you're going to grab your SD card. Make sure your device is in sleep mode. Insert the SD card back into the device. Like so. Until you're like a click. If mine just... Yep, there's a click. And now just hold on to the power button. And then all you have to do is just scroll into that. Open your books folder. There we are, both formats. This is the EPUB and that's the XTC. So you can just open. There you are. This is like the progress bar. And if you want to toggle between different pages, you either use these two or these two. So there we are. If you press on the toggle, it will show the different chapters. So I can go into Act 1 and then click on select. Click that again, go to a different, let's go to like scene 1 here. Then boom, I can just keep scrolling. Then if you want to go back, just press this. So now if we hold down the power button, our image should appear. Just give it a few seconds and then it changes again. So you have custom, yep. Then you have cover. This would be like for your book cover. So like if I hold and go to sleep, show the book which I was on. You have to just hold it again, turn it on. And yeah, but I'm just going to leave it in the custom one. So this custom and cover, it will change. But just leave it a custom. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Recap. All you need is your xteink device, the SD card, an adapter, your USB Type-C to USB Type-A or whatever, and a computer or laptop.